Guys, it's Bina, and this is my finalized version of my Ballista hardcore character. So this is included in the guide now. If you click on the planner, there is a hardcore variant which reaches much higher EHP. As you can see, the difference between the ZHP version that has like minus 100% cold and physical res and only invests into damage. I have now made a hardcore version of it to please me first, because I am now playing hardcore pretty much exclusively. But I wanted to see how much damage can we actually put out with ballistas, keeping the same insane playstyle of basically just putting down your ballista. They shoot everything off screen, and can you get enough damage to it for it to feel good? And turns out that you can. You can reach over 10 million DPS with this. It is between like maybe 10 and 15 million DPS with the endgame planner, and so. Here I included, this is more than the endgame planner, but yeah, you can just refer to like, kind of like the same type of rolls that you would have in the endgame here, but I will only make one variant for hardcore because I don't want to fill this with like too many variants here, right? The main thing that changed, let's go over the playstyle first. I am in hardcore in the 300 corruption. Let's just do a small echo here. Of course, you could go higher than this. I was just farming my gear, making sure that I'm not really dying too much, making sure that I have enough health and EHP to survive many hits. But even then, even without anything like that, the mechanics of the build just make it just really, really good in hardcore as well. And it's probably the fastest favorite farmer in the game. If it's not the absolute fastest, it is amongst the top tier of the fastest favorite farmers. Even though you might not reach the highest movement speed ever, you can definitely see that the mechanics of the build just make it just an amazing farm, right? Because it just shoots everything off screen. Never have to worry about stuff surviving on your screen. It's very safe as well, because the Ballista lingers, and even though like it's kind of like DC proof a little bit, because no matter if you DC or not, your ballistas are still going to be in the game and shooting at monsters. It would be actually pretty funny if I died here, right? I just had this thought for a second, like, imagine me doing the video saying, hey, this is really good to survive in hardcore, and then I just go in and I die, right? I can show actually bossing here as well. So what does bossing look like with this build? For the most part, I have been having an absolute blast with this. As you can see, you use your potions, you pop your ballista here. Well, he went into stasis, so yeah. Well, as you can see, when he gets out of phases, but yeah, maybe not the best boss to showcase this on, but like we'll see on the Harbinger afterwards. But overall, my experience with this one has been very, very good, and I moved it up from F tier to B tier ballista, because of course on the tier list before I only had the ZHP version, so that one I did not want to bait any players into playing a ZHP ballista build in hardcore and just die on like non-empowered monos, right? But as you can see, damage is pretty damn good. So that is pretty much it for the gameplay of mapping and bossing. And yeah, for example, arena echoes with this, just put them like this. They shoot everything off screen. Really amazing. So my gear that I've been able to acquire, this is my best piece of gear by far. An insane 3 LP bone climber bar build with dex, int, and health with 2 tier 7s. But for the rest of my gear, it's pretty obtainable gear. My bow absolutely sucks. It is a terrible bow. This would be my biggest damage upgrade for sure. But yeah, I mean, I guess my quiver is good as well. My Pearls of the Swine is really good too. My belt is really good. I have like pretty good gear. Like I'm missing int here. I'm missing int, but no frailty on my gloves, so I have to use a frailty idol. I'm kind of like missing one whole idol for crit multi here. 2 LP Foot of the Mountain, 2 LP Melvin Drit. So I guess I do have some pretty good gear, but nothing that is not reachable by you guys as well. So yeah, this is the hardcore version of it. The main thing that changes is going to be Arrow Guard. Arrow Guard changes to get Glancing Blow and hit, and in combination with the mini idols that are able to get Glancing Blow and chance as well, you can reach 100% chance to receive a Glancing Blow. This one is doubled by my passive here, but even without it, you can reach 100% Glancing Blow at all times, and that is what I suggest you to do. So, slight changes in the passive and in the gearing. So the passive, we go a little bit more tanky, a little bit less damage. The planner is going to be in the description below. Gearing, Pearls of the Swine instead of Death Rattle. This just fits very well into the Vitality, all res, all attributes, increased fizz damage, easy to get with LP, good implicit Bone Amulet. It's just amazing, and it's worth it over using a Death Rattle. For the rest, kind of everything stays the same, right? Kind of everything stays the same. In the Aspirational Planner, you could get the Shattered Worlds Relic as well here. That would be even better since it gets +1 skill. All of the skills pretty much stay the same. So the big difference in this patch is that they nerf Elixir of Construction, but it's still worth it to grab, and then you go the rest of your point into Twin Bolts. If you want to go pure single target, you can ignore these nodes here and just put everything into Twin Bolts. But I like this, especially for mapping. The rest of the skills pretty much stays the same. Falconry serves as a fear and also a kill threshold. Decoy is basically just a distraction that grabs the attention of monsters. Very, very strong. Aerial Assault will buff your Ballista with Tactician, giving it more damage per int and increase attack speed. This was also nerfed by half for this patch, but it's still very good. And Smoke Bomb, mainly for the Silver Shroud. And if you want, you could put 1 extra point into Cloaked Incursion to make this your traversal skill and have the immunity while moving. And then you would put 1 extra point in Aerial Assault to get the no longer moves you. So you would just move with this, and then when you want to buff your Ballista without moving, you would just use Aerial Assault. So that kind of covers the entire build. I just wanted to make like a small recap of this because I'm about ready to end this character's life. I do want to keep him alive. We have pushed a little bit of arena with this actually. You know, nothing crazy. Nobody is really playing hardcore here. So if you go into like the rogue selection here, we've pushed 231 waves. I just exited at the end. Just to get the rank 1 for the heck of it. But I've been enjoying this. I highly recommend this build, especially with especially for hardcore. It's surprisingly good, and good and fast and efficient. It has good damage, really decent tankiness for the damage, and yeah, I've been having a blast up to 300 corruption. I could definitely go higher than this, but I feel like I am getting close to the point where if I wanted to upgrade my gear, I would need to like really farm a lot for it. And then what offered, like, I wouldn't really go do Uber Aberoth in hardcore with this build anyways. So yeah, this character is pretty much complete now, and I kind of want to move towards other builds. So one build that is coming up is the Serpent Venom Swarmblade. So that one, Serpent Venom Druid, I kind of want to see how it levels up and how it builds into the end game and everything. This is a guide that I'm writing at the moment, and yeah, I think I need to play this a little bit more to get a better understanding of all the min-maxing that is possible to be done. I'll have the guide up as soon as possible, but that is one that might have some frequent changes as we develop, as I kind of like play with the character more and min-max a little bit more, because there's a lot of moving pieces in that build. And I am not 100% sure on all of the min-max optimizations that we can do. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Ballista, hardcore viable, excellent build. If you play this in softcore, I still recommend the ZHP version. So ZHP will have about triple this damage, but like no tankiness. But as you know, with Silver Shrouds, you dodge your next hit, so it doesn't really matter. You have infinite tankiness, and you just like instantly kill anything on the map. That pretty much covers it, guys. I hope you've been enjoying this. We are still delivering content for last Epoch in Season 2. Amazing patch. I can't believe we're still here. So many weeks into the patch. I just kind of plan on doing this entire season, maybe. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.